It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now, because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take the... but they'd rather be on the field.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Let's go. They go play action here on first down. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Back to throw. McCarthy eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Now Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. In that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Powell on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Running right, Jones. Trotty pushing his way through. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back to throw. McCarthy. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Marcus Jones, a return man. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And now off to the races. races down the right side. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for New England. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper foot. Inside routes, and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Back to throw. McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. We'll find Gibson here complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gibson, 30 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
To throw on second down. McCarthy Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on first down. McCarthy. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to have it here just past the 25. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll set up a throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Plus like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And down he'll go at the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return is Powell. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Off the play fake. McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, McCarthy. Flush to his right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you.
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Ball start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Take it at the 37. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hit that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And quickly, they get to the line. Looking to throw on second down. McCarthy.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30.
An inside give to Jones. Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Breaks a tackle.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
7 yards there and a first down. Up the middle, Jones. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
Ball on the 8, it's second and 4.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Jones.
Jones now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time. Two more possessions.
From the 33, here's second and 6.
He'll look to throw.
That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Gibson again.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because...
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. 48 yards.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
But let's watch it and find out who's right.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Back to throw.
McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right.
That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10.
McCarthy.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Marcus Jones picks it.
Jones breaking from the contact. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll drop to throw. Touchdown!
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Pats have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Throwing on 1st down.
McCarthy.
Flushed out right.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Patriots now down by 12. 1:38 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught by Hooper. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.